So this review is for an LED video light by the company NEEWER. I usually pronounce it Newer, but Neewer. This video light comes as a set of two, so everything that you see here is in duplicate besides the instruction manual here. The instruction manual, this, by the way, I think this model is the BP 300 LED video light. This limited instructions that you see here are in several different languages, but it does provide an app where you can download and get the full manual, so the full instruction manual. So this is not the first video light that I have from Neewer. This is one of several, and I'm a fan of Neewer lights for the most part. But there are some things here that I have concern about, and I'll make mention of those. Let's start here with the tripod. This tripod has inverted fold on it, so the legs fold all the way down and in reverse to keep it very compact. So you'll see here, or notice here, that these legs can go all the way down, and then it can, let's see if I can keep from knocking over my camera. It comes all the way down, they can fold all the way out. So, and this thing extends pretty long. And of course, this little attachment here, the screw type attachment here, is what attaches to the light. And I'm going to put the tripod aside here. We won't do anything else with that, but just tell you it has a standard quality to it, by the way. All metal build here, besides the locking clasps and screws. These are all high quality, high grade plastic here, lightweight. The whole stand is fairly lightweight, and so you get some pretty good locking here with the screws, and they hold pretty tight. And I've kind of checked it out, and this is kind of a standard for most of the lightweight tripods, the tripod stand. So not a whole lot to see there. It does attach, and this is the screw hole here on the bottom of the light that screws all the way in, and is fully supported by the tripod stand. Now this light is very light, so the tripod is not going to have any problem holding up the weight of this light. I imagine this is, in my mind, this feels like it's maybe half a pound. I guess it could be a pound, half a pound, somewhere in there. So it's a very lightweight light. But I do like the quality of the brightness and so forth. The brightness is good and so forth. We'll take a look at that. It has for its power, and this is one of the first things that I don't care for, is the USB-A connector on it. So I guess for some people, this could be a benefit, because that means you could power it using, multiple power sources, that kind of thing. USB-A, I don't know how I feel about this, especially since they didn't include a power supply, or I should say a power plug for it. So I don't know how I feel about that, but I guess it's okay. There are lots of things that have power plugs available. I have a USB-A charging dock on my desk here, so I'll go ahead and plug that in just a moment here. And then let's see, and as you can see immediately, once you plug it into power, the blue LED on the remote. So this is an inline remote. That's the second thing I don't really care for, the inline remote, because if something happens to the cable, then all the controls for the light are lost to that cable too. So you lose the remote, you lose the cable, and so forth. And I might as well mention the last thing. This cable here is not replaceable. It is permanently built into the light. And that's the third thing that I don't like about this, because if you're like me, you know that cables have a tendency to develop shorts and so forth over an extended period of time. So it's just a matter of time before they develop a short and before they stop working correctly at all. And at least if this cable were replaceable, if there was a port here where you could change out the cable, well, then you're still in action. You can replace the cable and plug it in, and still continue to use the light. But in this case, permanently attached, I don't like that. I don't like that I think the remote is pretty decent, straightforward. but I don't like that it's inline. And I really wish they had included a power supply with this USB cable as well. So what I think I'll do here, by the way, let's take a look at the remote. The remote has an up and a down button, and then it also has a mode button here, and then a power button below the LED. So below the LED, there is a power button. Above the LED, the mode button. At the extreme top, there's the up button, the down button at the bottom. So I guess that would be brightness up and down. Let's take a look at this. I think what I want to do is go ahead and just turn out the lights that's here on my desk, and then we can take a look at a little bit better look. So I'm going to power the device on. I guess it's already, well, not really. Let's see. It's already powered on. That looks to me like that might be full brightness. This thing is very bright in my eyes, by the way. The camera has a tendency to iris down so that you don't get as much light. So it may not look as bright to you, but it's pretty bright in my eyes. Let's see if it gets brighter. I'm pressing the up. So it came on full brightness as I suspected. And then this is down. So I'm dimming it down some. I think that was about 5 clicks. So 5 clicks up, 5 clicks down. The mode button, let's change that. So that became more of a neutral white. The first one was more of an amber or yellowish color. This is more neutral. Okay, and this is more daylight, or it has more of a bluish hue. So again, the camera has a tendency to correct for color and brightness, all those kinds of things. So you may not notice it as well, or only when you first do it. So this is a very yellowish light here. So this looks to me to be about, I guess, about 2700K in terms of color. Let's see. So this is more like 3500, maybe 3500. This is more like 4000, kind of a neutral white, and this would be more like, I guess I would call that about 4500. I don't know that I would call that 5K. This is more like 5K. Okay, so and I don't know if the color temps are here in the manual, but you can read what they are. I was just going to see if it spelled out what those color temperatures are. But anyway, yeah, so again, more like 27, and you can go up and change the colors of it. So it does have several colors in it to mimic the color of light that you're trying to get out of it. Again, 5 levels down, 5 levels up. And again, this light is in duplicates. It is a 2 light set that you can find with this. And I think I kind of made mention of things I don't like. Let me see if it was doing something different when I held the power button. No, it wasn't doing anything different. Anyway, so that's this NEEWER set, the BP300 by the company NEEWER. Again, 2 lights, 2 tripods are in the kit along with the owner's manual. No power supply with the USB-A connector. And of course, if you want to get this set of lights, the light looks great. I have my issues with the cabling, but it looks great. And if you want to get your own version of this, you'll find it available on Amazon. Thanks for watching.
And this is another versatile NEEWER 2-pack light kits. And this is the awesomely engineered tripod, which folds out like in this manner. When it's unfolded, it goes from, I think, just under 20 inches up to about 53 inches in height. You have a couple additional extension places, holders there. So this extends up to, I think, 53 inches. So you get 2 of these, and then this is the infamous BP 300. It's 300 LEDs, both warm and cool in here. It's adjustable, I think, from 27K to 6500 with 850 lux. It has an included frosted filter on it, so it disperses the light evenly. So you get 2 of these as well, and you get 2 of these adjustable phone holders. So this mounts to the tripod, and then you put your phone in there, so you have videoing with the light. It's a nice added feature there. So you get 2 lights, 2 of the extendable tripods, and 2 of the phone holders, all in one very versatile kit. And I can't speak enough on the engineering of their tripods. This should be NEEWER Platinum instead of NEEWER Basics, because the engineering on this is excellent. You extend something, tighten it, and it stays there until you need to move it somewhere else. And this particular tripod, the fold-out design, allows you to have a much wider foot base without taking up a lot of room in storage. And you get 2 of these, which is amazing. 2 lights, 2 phone holders. This is the NEEWER Basics BP300 dual light kit. I like it. I love it.
Do y'all ever just want a book that'll make you cry? Like a book that'll just pull some emotion out of you and have you just sobbing. Talking about snot running out your nose and everything, sobbing. Well, I do. I know it's crazy grieving fictional characters, but still, I love that. So I just finished The Last Letter by Rebecca Yarros, and this did just that. Y'all didn't lie. Y'all said that this book would make me cry, and it definitely did. So I rated this book a 4.75 stars. I will say there are some traumatic things that happen in this book, and I won't talk about them because I don't want to spoil it, so you can have the same raw reaction that I had. So if you enjoy a book that's going to pull emotion out of you, it's going to make you cry, because you're going to grieve. You're going to grieve. I would definitely recommend this book. If you've read this book, please comment your rating below. If you haven't read it, please read it so we can talk about it. Bye.